Bonsoir, dear friends. Welcome to JCB Wine Style. It's very exciting today because we're going to go to the southern Rhone. We're going to travel all the way to France in one of my favorite places, the Rhone Valley. It's amazing because we are finishing harvest and we're going to spend time with our fabulous winemaker, very talented, very charismatic, extremely charming, and we'll talk about the Rhone variety that none of us know enough of. So, bonjour, Sylvain, comment ça va?
Bonjour Jean-Charles, hello everybody, thanks for your coming in the video. So, yeah, we go to talk about the wine of Rhone Valley.
So you are surrounded, Sylvain, with some beautiful maps. Maybe you want to tell us where you are right now in the Rhone Valley and a little bit about the history of the Rhone Valley, which is one of the most historical places in the world of fine wines.
So yeah, we are in France. So Rhone Valley is the south of France, between Mediterranean Sea and Alps. So it's large appellations with different crus. And today we go to talk about Côte du Rhône and Côte du Rhône village. Two appellations where you have in USA.
So you said the Alps and the south of France, the Mer Méditerranée. Tell us more about the soil, the Rhone River, and the energy of that whole confluence that creates the terroir of southern Rhone.
So it's very large appellation with different terroirs. So we could have different soils with limestone, clay. The other one is also mounds. So it's very amusing to use all these different terroirs in the same wine. And after that, we have also a lot of sun because it's south of France. So it's sunny, not too cold in winter, with a lot of wind during springtime after rain. So like this, for disease, it's perfect also. Mature grapes until the harvest.
And why did the Roman choose that wonderful area to come, maybe now almost 19 centuries ago?
They come here, I think, because it was beautiful and perfect to maturate grapes and to make wine. So I think their choice follow until now, and yeah.
So you feel like a Roman today, right? You're completing their work.
Yeah. If you want, yeah, we go to use the same technique also to make wine. So it's not so different. We to press the grapes, to grind the juice, and to do the fermentation before to put in bottle. Yeah, they did the same before. Yeah, sure.
So tell us about the technique on how to make this beautiful Côte du Rhône that we have. So I think what we should do as we talk about the wine is we should open it. So dear friends, look at the technique. You turn the bottle, you hold straight, and you go both in opposite direction. And here it is. Look at that. The beautiful liquid of the Rhone Valley, which makes it so unique because I would like for you, Sylvain, to explain the winemaking techniques and then the different grape varieties, because there's really not many places around the world that makes that style of wine, right? So it's a very special Rhone Valley blend. So cheers to you, to the harvest. So what do you feel in that beautiful,
Make this kind of wine, it's Côte du Rhône, so the base of Rhone Valley wines. It's made with two different grapes called Grenache and Syrah. So it's the most important grapes that you can find in the region. And they go to bring both two huge qualities. So the Grenache is well matured with high alcohol, a lot of roundness, a lot of fruit, bringing volume in the mouth. And the Syrah, it's more tannic. You have more tannin, it's more spicy, and it's bringing also a lot of shoulder in the blend. So using the both, you can have a well balanced wine, very easy drinkable wines. So on the fruit, smoothie, and with long palate without dry tannins.
So as you make this wine, you talk about multiple grape varieties. Do you vinify them separately and then blend them, or you blend them all as a field blend?
Yeah, we go to use it separately because it's different. You have different maturation on grapes. You go to start harvest with Syrah, and after that with Grenache. So it's not in the same period that you go to pick the grapes. So it's a separate in tanks. You go to vinify. So harvest the grapes, put in tank, macerate during the fermentation, using pumping over, pigeage or délestage, making the alcoholic fermentation. After that, you go to drain the juice, press the grapes, keep separate also the press juice and the winning juice. And after that, do the ultimate fermentation called malolactic fermentation to make softer wines. And at the end, you go to test all the different tanks and use different percent, depends the year of each grape variety to make the final blend, to keep the style.
And a wine like this one, how much time in barrels, if any?
For this one, like it's easy drinkable wines, not too much age because you go to drink it at maximum 5 years after the bottling. So we don't go to use oak aging. So it's only tank aging. 6 months of aging before to be put in bottle.
I love it. So very fresh, very round, beautiful fruit, very easy drinking. So Sylvain, you decided to put it in a screw cap. Tell us why and why is it such a great thing as a winemaker?
Like it's a wine easy drinkable and to be drink very early. So it's easy to use a screw cap and also easy to use this wine in glass to sell it by glass if you want. It's perfect for that. I think it's the perfect wine for glass.
That's right. As a bartender, as a sommelier, it's so easy to open. And it keeps the wine very fresh, right?
Yeah, for 2 years aging, it's not a problem. Yeah.
And what is the difference between the Côte du Rhône and the Côte du Rhône village? Because I think it's important to explain the distinction of the two.
Okay, so if you want in the selection of Rhone Valley appellation, you have the largest appellation, it's Côte du Rhône. So it's huge appellation between 100 k's north-south and the same west-east. And Côte du Rhône village, it's more located appellation, so very small. And you have a big selection of wine of different village of the Rhone Valley and using better terroirs than Côte du Rhône, but the same grape varieties.
Very, very exciting area, because if you were looking at the world of wine, what would you compare Côte du Rhône village to?
It's very similar because it's the same climate, it's the same terroir, the same grape varieties, but after you go to do a selection with the largest appellation, with the smallest appellation. So maybe with I don't know, Beaujolais and Beaujolais village. You can have a selection like this of quality.
So, Sylvain, we just are in the middle or finishing now this incredible harvest. What a challenge this year. So, tell us a little bit about 2021.
Okay, 2021 was very, very delicate harvest. And before the harvest, in April, we have a big freeze touching all the appellation of France, and so all the appellation of Rhone Valley. So it's very delicate because some growers lost all their crop.
And why is that? Why did they lose their harvest?
Because it was very located, and some of them lost all their crop, and it was estimated at minus 30% of the crop, total crop. So we finished by a spring with a lot of rain, also with shatter on grenache, with mildew beginning of summer. Summer was not so hot, with a little bit of rain during the summer. It was perfect to age, and we get September, where is the date of harvesting in the Rhone Valley. So we started end of August, like normal crop, normal harvest, but it was also very long because it's difficult now to reach high maturities because it's cold now. We had rain all the week, so we had to get maturities, but also different diseases, and it's very technique winemaking harvest because you have a lot of job in different cellars to make the best ones that we can with the grapes.
So that's when we see the winemaker is good or not, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a year of the winemaker, but also of the wine grower. It was very delicate and very difficult.
But luckily, if we conclude on the vintage, the quality, even though it's smaller quantity, it's still very good from what we understand.
Yeah, we will arrive to make a good wine also, because yeah, we have go to keep the good grapes, and like it's large appellation also, we have a different location, and we can select the best one of each location. So it will not worst for the blend, total blend.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jean-Charles.
We really appreciate it, Sylvain, the distinction of Côte du Rhone Village, talking about how you make those great wines and this exciting 2021 harvest. Yeah. And I think that's where we're going to recognize your talent as the alchemist. So to the alchemist here.
Yeah.
Cheers, and thank you for being with us, and good luck in the fermentation.